Hello there. Today we will do a Danish classic for sea trout. It's called the Magnus, and this is probably one of the most famous Danish pattern of all time, I guess. And this has caught quite a big amount of great fish. To begin with, I use a size 6 hook for this one. You can do it in 8 or 10 or 4 if you want. It's a very versatile imitation. It is a sort of a bait fish imitation, but I think it goes quite, it can look like all sorts of fish. So to begin with, I put on some thread. I tie on the A. Jensen GSP thread. And then we need to make a tail, and for this I use the A. Jensen cork saddle in Grizzly. Looks like this. And we will find 2 feathers from the side. We have this kind of pointy end to it. Just need to get them off here. So we have these 2. Then I put the curved sides right next to each other. So we have it like this. And this is gonna be the tail. I'm gonna put this on here. If you want, you can pull the materials back a bit. This will make it a bit easier to tie it down. Make a loose turn so you can help the tail to get in the right position from the beginning, sort of like that, and then just tie it down, make a great anchor point, go up 10 turns on the materials just to make sure that it stays in place. Also, when you got the big fish, don't ruin the fly. There you go. Then we're ready with the tail. Then we will find a haggle. A feather there would be great for a haggle. I think I will go with something like this. I will use approximately this much of the feather for this, a bit more maybe, something like that. Then I pull off the materials on each side here, so we have a naked part of the feather. Cut it off so we just have that part left, and then I will tie that down. And this is just easy to work with if you do it like that. So now we're ready to make a haggle on the body in a short while. For the body, I use this A. Jensen hair-like dubbing. I really like hair-like dubbing. I use this in the color Blue Dun. You could go with gray if you want, you can go with white, but I like the gray done. It looks like the original pattern. It has sort of this gray touch to it. Then I just take out these small bundles. Then I twist it on the thread. Do it quite firm. So you have a nice tight body on it. And then just work your way up to the head. Oh, I forgot something. We have to have beads on this one for eyes, so For that I use the A. Jensen bead chain Eisen size small. I like black for this one. You could do it in whatever color you like. I just have a fetish for these black ones. So I'm gonna use these. Just need to cut them off here. That's the wrong scissor. That's much better. Put them up right here. Give them some turns. Go underneath it, go in eights and circles and whatnot. Just make sure it stays. I often just take a bit of glue at the end. Just put that on the thread, just to make sure that the eyes stay where you want them. That. And then we'll go back and continue with the body work. Just need to tighten my vise. There you go. So I just continue with the hair-like dubbing, building the body nice and tight. Working my way up to the head. There you go. Then I will take my hackle clamp and just clean it from yesterday, like that. Take my hackle like this, spread out the fibers. That will make it easier to work with. And then I will turn and go forward. As I go forward, I will pull the material backwards. But sometimes it can be a bit tricky, that it can twist a bit. Oh, that wasn't the greatest thing. I just dropped the hackle there. Just trying to go the other way around, see if that's better for the feather. It is a bit. Up to here, about around here. Then I will lock my hackle. See, now this is a fairly long fibered hackle I've used, and it depends on the mood, how long you want these hackles. I like them long. I don't know why. I've always liked long hackle feathers. So that fits my eyes, but I know if you talk to some of the old school guys, this will be too long. Then for the front hackle, I use the same feather, but just a bit longer in the fibers. As you see, when I spread this out, this will become longer. I do it exactly the same way. Pull off the material so I have this naked piece of the feather. Tie down the feather so it's secure. Take your haggle clamp and then just start turning. Make sure you don't lock the materials from your last turn. So go forward but pull the material backwards like that. Give it approximately, I would say 3 turns maybe. 4, it depends on how thick your haggle is. Something like that. Oh, wrong scissor. There you go. Then I just pull back. Materials will lock them down. Make sure that they will go the right direction the way I want it. And then go over the head like that. Or you can actually stay back for just 1 second. Take a bit more of your hair-like dubbing. Just a tad. Just so you can make a very thin go. And then you can just finish the head with that. Just go over there. Something like that. Finish it up with some wet finish. Like that. Tighten it and cut off the line. Now see, actually the fly is done now, so the rest that I need is just to give it a little go with the scissors, just to take off the worst of those materials that are pointing in the wrong direction, or at least in my opinion is pointing in the wrong direction. And then I like when the flies has a contrast color, that make it stand out a bit. So I often take, I just need to find one here. Just a second. I often take a red marker like this and just give the thread a little go. I think it looks cool. It's like a bloody nose on it. And then I will finish up by taking my glue. Hold back the material so I don't get them soaked in glue. And give the fly a go here. So I know everything will be in places and is locked up quite good. If you are new at this, or if you have problems with glue or anything, putting that on without closing the eye of the hook, you can always take your dubbing needle and just put that through and let that sit until it has dried out, and then you will have no problem with the eye that is glued together. This is the Magnus, a great Danish pattern for sea trouts, and I guess it can be used for perch and all sorts of other fish, but a very efficient and very famous and great pattern. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back later on with more. Have a great day out there.